seashells, flowers, polka dots, just playful, silly imagery and world building.
Ini Dion, orang Jogja yang ingin mulai jualan online. Dion butuh
Cek. 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 Cek.
domain tokobukudion.com. Sempurna. Tapi tunggu, Dion
Stream 1. Because we may end up making different collections of different scenes for different types of streams. So we'll call this Stream 1. Now that we've renamed our profile and our scene collection, let's actually go into the settings and set up a couple more settings inside of OBS. That way we can then get to making our scenes. But we just want to lay a good foundation here. So click on settings. So on the general page, there are a couple that are optional for you guys to choose if you guys want to choose them. I'm probably not going to choose any from this general page, but the first couple ones are if you want to show a confirmation dialogue when you start streaming, kind of for extra confidence, I guess, that your stream has started or your stream has stopped or when you've stopped recording. Click this on and then hit apply if you guys want to show that. We're going to leave that off. Snapping is awesome. Leave it on. These should be all the default settings so far. So I didn't change anything. You guys can if you want to. Your appearance, you guys can change the theme if you want to, and the style. I'm going to leave it as is. For the stream, this is just showing, this is like where you connect your account if you skip that step, where you're like, I don't even have that set up yet. If you guys want to set it up later, this is where you'll go to do it, into settings and then stream. And then for output, this is where we are going to change actually a lot of this stuff. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to advanced, and then we're going to go through some of these settings. Let's make this window a tiny bit bigger. Some of these settings we're going to leave as is. So like, for example, the audio encoder. Normally your computer only has one or two of them, and the one that's normally chosen by default from OBS is normally the best. The video encoder, this will be different for you than it is for me. Mostly because I'm on a Mac, and you guys will probably be using OBS on a PC. So actually what I can do really quick is I can show you my screen. Yeah, so for my PC, it's FFmpeg, and then NVIDIA HVENC H.264. Of course, I can't change any of that right now because I am recording, but this is what I have mine set to. I have mine set to a constant bit rate, and then it's 12,000 per second. I'm mostly worried about recording more than I am streaming, so 12,000 is probably going to be, it may be too much for your internet. The higher you go up on this, the more bandwidth from your internet it will take, and it will run a little bit more of your CPU/GPU to be able to render at a faster bit rate. The highest that you can go on YouTube is 51,000. So, I mean, you have a huge ceiling that you can go to, but normally that's when you're streaming in 4K, 4K 60. If you're going to be streaming in 1080 30 or 1080 60, which at the lowest you should probably stream at 1080 60, this is this can be too much, anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000 probably going to be a good window for you to choose. Also in the description, I will leave this page link, and it basically is YouTube's recommended bitrate settings based on your ingest and resolution frame size and your frame rate. And so if we're doing 1080p at 60 FPS, we're not going to look at H.265 or H.265. We're going to look at the recommended bitrate settings for H.264, and that is 12 megabytes per second. So I think my range was 8,000 kilobytes per second to 15 kilobytes or 15,000 kilobytes per second, and 12,000 kilobytes per second, or 12 millibytes per second, is right in the middle of that. If you are doing a lot of moving around in video games, high, fast-paced, the pixels are constantly changing colors, you may want to bump this 12 megabytes per second up to 15 or maybe even 18 if your upload speed can allow it. Again, like the highest you can go is 51,000 kilobytes per second. So yes, let's start at 12, then you can move up or down based on your needs. If you guys are confident in your computer and in your hardware, and honestly in your upload speed for your internet, these are fairly good settings to copy. If you guys 1,000 kilobytes per second or 12 millibytes per second.
Suara gua kedengeran nggak, Der? Ininya lumayan lama ya. Suara gua kedengeran nggak, Der?
move up or down based on your needs. If you guys are confident in your computer and in your hardware, and honestly in your upload speed for your internet, these are fairly good settings